What's up, everybody? Justin here, back with a new kind of a end of the year show, and there will be a few more, like about one, two, three, three more, like end of the year shows about 2019. I will do my NXT like biggest moments and matches. I made up a whole bunch of categories like breakout star of the year, wrestler of the year, match of the year, takeover of the year for NXT. I did the same for WWE. Tag team of the year, worst storyline of the year, fail of a moment of the year, stuff like that. Also, I will have my some of my top and favorite movies of 2019. I'll do a countdown about some of my favorite movies I've seen from 2019 in 2019. Also, at the end of the year, maybe when right after when 2020 starts, I'm going to do my top moments of the decade, 2010 to the end of 2019. Some of my, the biggest, I forgot if I made a top 30 or a top 25, I forget, or a top 20. But anyways, I will have my biggest moments in wrestling for the decade. I'll do that video probably right after the new year. So here we go. This is a new countdown. My top 19 women in wrestling in 2019. Top 19 women in wrestling in 2019. I will also give you a lot of mentions. I have a lot of women wrestlers that did not make the top 19, but they deserve a mention because I'm a fan of theirs. And they were also very good. So why top 19? Why not top 25 or top 30 women? I did top 19 because that's the year. We are in 2019 still. So I thought it's 2019, so why not pick 19 women wrestlers that I'm a big fan of. And I think they've had a great 2019, or a good 2019. Basically, all these women, most of them are wrestlers, except for one is like a manager. But all these women, I'm a fan of them. That's why they're on the top 19. So number 19 from NXT UK, Ziya Brookside. She's very young still. I don't know how old she is, but she's still young. She is only, I believe, going to get better and better. Like, if she's still in WWE in like 5 years, she'll probably be very good. Really good. I like Ziya Brookside. She's not the best wrestler, but she's getting better. She's not bad. I've enjoyed Ziya Brookside, and what I've seen from her in 2019, I've enjoyed it. Mostly in NXT UK. That's where she wrestles. So number 19, Ziya Brookside from NXT UK number 18. She could have been like at least in the top 10, but she's number 18. One of the longest reigning NXT Women's Champions of all time. I'm pretty sure she defeated Asuka's record reign, I think. I'm pretty sure. She's been champion like well over 360 days. It's probably up to like 375 now or something. Number 18, Shayna Baszler. She had a really good 2019. She was the champion for the entire year. Unless she loses to Rhea Ripley, and I think she will, and she should. But Shayna Baszler, let's say she loses to Rhea Ripley on the 18th of December. Shayna Baszler, as NXT champion, was the champion for over 12 months, almost 12 whole months. She's been a really good champion. I've not seen Shayna Baszler have a bad match yet. In 2019, she's very, very good. She's a really good heel. She's a really good worker, really good wrestler. Number 18, Shayna Baszler. Number 17, from Impact Wrestling. Now, I don't know if I don't think her Undead Bride character's gone. I think she still uses it. But now she's like, has a new character where she's not Su Yung, the Undead Bride. She's Susie. And I think it's pretty good character. So, number 17, Su Yung. I like her character. She plays it very well. She's really good at the Undead Bride character. And Su Yung, her character probably held her back. She is a really good wrestler. I've seen her before. Impact, I saw her appear in Shimmer a few times. Not live. I'm just talking about from Shimmer DVDs. I've seen Su Yung in Shimmer. She's a good wrestler. But I like Su Yung. I like her character, Su Yung. Very good. Number 17, Su Yung. I think she's Knockouts champion in 2018, I believe. I don't remember when she lost. Maybe before 2019. Number 16, Rosemary. Now, I know Rosemary was injured for most of 2018, the beginning. I think the first couple months of 2019, Rosemary was injured, out of action. But she came back. I think she's back by April, I think. And I love Rosemary. I'm a big fan of her. Wherever she goes, wherever she wrestles, I will support her. Her knee injury, I think, messed up her wrestling style a little, because it seems like when she wrestles now, it seems like she moves a little bit slower. But big deal, so what? I like Rosemary a lot. Rosemary, number 16. Her gimmick is just fantastic. I love her gimmick. Before she was Rosemary, I saw her in Shimmer a lot. She was Courtney Rush. And she's a really good worker. I mean, Rosemary, seriously, is a really good wrestler. But the character kind of holds her back. Number 15. Number 15, NXT. And from NXT Women's Division, number 15, Candice LeRae. She is fucking awesome. She's great. She's really good. I was kind of afraid when 2019 started that Candice LeRae was not going to barely be used a lot and not be able to wrestle and show her skills off, because she's a fucking great worker, great wrestler. But she got to show off her skills. She got put in a feud with Io Shirai. Io turned on her. She had matches with Io. She had matches with Bianca Belair. She's in Fatal 4-Ways. She Candice LeRae was definitely did great in the War Games. She definitely carried the match along with others. She was definitely a highlight of the War Games win for Team Rhea Ripley, because it's just Candice and Rhea up against 4 other women. Number 15, Candice LeRae. I don't know if she'll ever be NXT Women's Champion. It would be a great moment. If she did ever win it, I would pop. I would mark out. Number 16 or 15, Candice LeRae. Number 14. Number 14, current Impact Wrestling's Knockouts Champion. Number 14, the longest reigning Knockouts Champion of all time, Tiya Valkyrie. She's fucking great. She's good in the ring, she's good on the microphone, and she looks damn good. She has it all. Tiya Valkyrie has it all. She's damn good. I'm a big fan of her. I like it that she doesn't look like other women's wrestlers. She stands out. She has her head shaved on one side or maybe both sides. I like her look. I think she's super attractive and super talented and a very good wrestler. Tiya Valkyrie, number 14. With her husband going to WWE, I don't know what the future holds in 2020 for Tiya Valkyrie. She could go to AEW, she could go to NXT. I don't know where she'll go. I don't know how long her contract is with Impact. Maybe she doesn't have a contract. I don't know. But I think Tiya would do very good in NXT or in the WWE. Number 13 is, she can wrestle. She is a wrestler, but right now she's mostly a manager. Salina De La Renta from MLW. She is fucking great on the microphone. She's a great manager. She looks great. She's awesome. I've been a fan of hers for well over 2 years. About 2 years. I really wasn't aware of her before she was debuted in MLW, but Salina De La Renta is fucking great. As a manager, as a wrestler, I've never watched one of her I think I watched one of her matches, so I really can't judge how good of a worker she is, but she's fucking great as a manager on the microphone. She's damn good. Number 13, Salina De La Renta. She'll be returning, I believe, very soon to MLW. She was like speared on their pay-per-view in November. She was like speared, put through a table. I think by Jacob Fatu. I know he was up against La Parka, and Salina De La Renta managed LA Park. Number 12. Number 12. Where the hell did I put number 12? I don't see. Number 12 is Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair had a really good 2019 in I think March. I think it was March. I think it was like 2 weeks or 2-3 weeks before WrestleMania 35. Charlotte won the SmackDown Women's title from Asuka. I didn't like the decision. I would have put over Asuka, but I understood it. They wanted Charlotte to go into WrestleMania's main event with a title, and they wanted Ronda to have a title, and they wanted all the titles, winner take all. Charlotte had a good year. She really did. Every match she's in, she really busts her ass and tries really hard to have a good match. You can tell she never steps in the ring, and I've never seen a bad Charlotte Flair match. Never have. So, number 12, Charlotte Flair. She had a good year, but it wasn't great. Hopefully 2020's a lot better. I'm talking about how they book her. Because after WrestleMania 35, Charlotte was like thrown to the wayside. They barely booked her or didn't use her that much. Yeah, she did have a big matchup on SummerSlam against Trish. Trish's retirement was against Charlotte, so that was a really good spot for Charlotte. So number 12, Charlotte Flair. If she had a better year, I probably would have put her in the top 10. But I love Charlotte Flair. I will always support her and always be a fan of hers. Number 11, Natalya. I love Natalya. And it's not because she follows me on Twitter, one of the very few wrestlers that actually follows me. So I really appreciate that. And a funny thing how only female wrestlers follow me. I'm happy only female wrestlers follow me because screw the guy wrestlers. I don't care if they follow me. And who gives a rat's ass? I don't care. I'd rather be followed by women wrestlers. There's a lot of awesome men wrestlers, but so what? I'd rather see the women get to wrestle. Because again, growing up in the late 80s, being a fan, I've seen like 10, not literally, but just saying, I've seen like 10 million men's matches. So I'd rather see women. I'd rather see the women wrestle. And awesome women's wrestling, I'd rather see that any day, any time over the guys. That's just me. So it's truly, I really appreciate it to honor that Natalya has followed me. Number 11, Natalya. She had a good 2019. She's booked a lot. She had a good feud with Lacey. She teamed up with Beth Phoenix. That was cool. With one of her best friends at WrestleMania 35. She got to induct her father into the Hall of Fame. That was awesome. I won't talk about the scumbag that tackled Bret Hart. That was a disgrace, and that guy deserves to just be locked up forever. And deserves to never, ever go to another wrestling event. And that guy, how he acted, he doesn't even deserve to ever be able to watch wrestling again. Or be a fan. Because fans do not act like that asshole. Number 11, Natalya. I think 2018, I believe she had a women's title reign, I think. But she did also have the first ever women's match. She was a part of the first ever women's match in Saudi Arabia. Very awesome, very good. That was just history making. It will go down in history. The first ever WWE women's match in Saudi Arabia was Natalya, Lacey Evans. Number 11, Natalya. Number 10, Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross has had a good 2019. Very good. She was women's tag team champion. I was pretty damn surprised they gave her a women's title run, even though it was a tag titles. But still, she got a title reign. Her and Alexa Bliss as tag team partners, it works. It's a good pairing. Alexa Bliss did not make my top 19, but representing with one of her shirts anyways. Number 10, Nikki Cross again. She was booked a lot, used a lot on TVs and pay-per-views. She even had a triple threat up against Bayley on a pay-per-view, or Might add a singles match also against the champion Bayley. Number 10, Nikki Cross. Number 9, Rhea Ripley. Rhea fucking Ripley. She is a superstar. She is a mega star. And she's going to be a star for WWE for at least the next 10 to 15 years. She's that fucking good. And she's damn young. She's really young still. I thought nothing. This is not me bashing Toni Storm. Not at all. But I thought to myself, after Toni Storm won the UK women's title, I thought Toni Storm is like going to be the next big, huge star for WWE in the women's division. I was wrong. I love Toni Storm. She's still a star. But Rhea Ripley's above every other woman, in my opinion. Maybe not on the main roster. She's not above Becky or Charlotte, but in NXT UK, and a lot of the main roster, Rhea Ripley is above them. She's just damn good. She's super popular. She's super over. And she's getting better and better. She had a great performance in the Women's War Games. Rhea Ripley is just a star. When you see her, you just are drawn to watch her and not take your eyes off of what she does on the show or in the ring. And she's a damn good talker. She's really good. I didn't think she'd be that good at promos, but she's very good because she looks and acts like a legit badass. Number 8. She's no longer a part of the women's division, but she had a good... she wasn't around that much. Around for 3-4 months. But she had a really good to great 2019. She main evented WrestleMania. She made history. She is one of 3 women that can say they main evented the first ever women's main event at a WrestleMania. She did it. Number 8, Ronda Rousey. She was really good. Not just the beginning of 2019 until WrestleMania was over, but she was really damn good in 2018 also. So I think last year, I did a top 30 women in wrestling in 2019. I think Ronda was like at least top 10 or top 5, I think. But anyways, number 8, Ronda Rousey. I hope someday she wants to come back and does come back to the WWE, because they could always use her because she was damn good in the ring. And she's a legit badass. She's credible as a champion and just a top star around the world. Her name value is so big. She's like a top star above a lot of like 90% of the women's roster because of her name. Just imagine if she came back in 2020 and wrestled Shayna Baszler, wrestled Becky one-on-one. Imagine Ronda going up against Rhea Ripley. That'd be awesome. Or, good God, Ronda one-on-one against Asuka. I think my head would explode out of excitement. Or, geez, Ronda against Io Shirai. That'd be awesome. Number 7. She's had a great 2019. The best 2019 of probably any woman in WWE or NXT. I'd say she had the best year and Rhea Ripley had the best year. Number 7. The man, Becky Lynch. She main evented the first ever women's main event. She defended or she won the Royal Rumble. That right there, that says you had a great year. She main evented WrestleMania. She's held on to the Raw Women's title for a long time. Since WrestleMania in April. It is now December 12th. So she's been a champion a long time. I don't know who's going to take it from her. I would like to have Asuka take it, but who the hell knows? I'm not the biggest fan of Becky. She's not number one. If she was my favorite, maybe she would be number one, but she's not. But still, the man, Becky Lynch, I make jokes about her on Twitter. I pick on her a little bit, calling her the boy. But she's a very attractive woman. She's a mega star. She's a top superstar for WWE. She's above any other guy. She's above Roman, above Seth, above the entire male roster. Becky is indeed guaranteed, in my opinion, bottom line, she is WWE's very top superstar. She probably sells the most merchandise still, also. That man shirt that said the man probably has sold a lot of damn shirts. So number 7, Becky Lynch. Number 6, Lacey Evans, the lady, the classy lady. I like Lacey. I always say on Twitter, have I mentioned I love Lacey Evans? Because I do, and I will always put her over on Twitter or on videos. Big fan of Lacey Evans. She has it all. She can talk. She looks good. She's a classy lady. She's a good role model. She's a former Marine. She's definitely fucking tougher than probably 90 to 100% of guys. She's definitely tougher than me. I didn't go fight for my country ever. I'm a coward compared to the service men and women of the armed forces. I'm a damn coward. I don't want to fight. I never wanted to join the military to fight because, again, I'm a coward. They are not. Lacey Evans is a star. I think she's a superstar. I think she has a bright future. She's very likable. She's a really good mother. And I think she has it all. She can talk. She can wrestle. She looks tough. She looks like a badass. And she's also a beautiful, drop-dead gorgeous woman also. Number 6, Lacey Evans. She came on the main roster, I think, after WrestleMania. She has not held any titles yet, but so what? I think she still has had a very good 2019. She was the main event of Extreme Rules pay-per-view mixed tag match. Number 5, Toni fucking Storm. Toni Storm won the NXT UK Women's Championship, or UK Women's title. She won it, I think, in January at TakeOver. What's it called? Blackpool, I think. TakeOver Blackpool. I don't remember, but one of the UK takeovers, I think it was in January, where she won the UK title, I believe, off Rhea Ripley. She was a good champion, had a good reign. She lost to Kaylee Ray, and then Toni Storm kind of disappeared for like 3 whole months off of TV. And I do watch NXT UK. I really try to watch it, or every single week I definitely watch for the women, and I enjoy watching the women's matches and to keep up on what the women are doing in NXT UK, because they got great women there. They got Killer Kelly. They got Ginny. Jazzy Gabbard, Piper Niven, Toni Storm, Kaylee Ray, Ziya Brookside, and others. Number 5, Toni Storm. It was really awesome to see her get to appear in Beyond Survivor Series. That was awesome. Hopefully in 2020, Toni Storm will be booked, possibly in the next War Games. Or maybe they'll have a Mae Young Classic in 2020, and Toni Storm could be in that again. So number 5, I will always support this woman. Number 5, Toni Storm. I love her. I'm a big fan of her. Number 4, Bayley. Bayley is number 4. Why? Because she turned heel. Got rid of the 2 men, cut her hair off, got rid of her, TVG, not even PG. This was like TVG gimmick for 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds, 10-year-olds. Bayley's gimmick. Nothing against her babyface gimmick, the hugger gimmick. Nothing against it. I never thought she'd change her gimmick, especially before they went to Fox. SmackDown on Fox is when she turned heel. I think it was I don't know if it was a debut on Fox, but it might have been the episode after. But whatever. I never thought WWE would drop the hugger gimmick. I'm sure it made him a lot of money. T-shirt sales. Kids loving Bayley, but they did it. They turned her heel. It was a fresh start. It was a needed heel turn. Bayley did it, turned heel. It was awesome. Cut up the 2 men, had her hair cut. I thought it was a great heel turn. Remember, in February, Bayley won the women's tag titles with Sasha. They were the first women's tag champs. And then, of course, they lost them right at WrestleMania, so they only had them 1 or 2 months, but whatever. It is what it is. And I don't believe that stupid report that Sasha was on the floor, Bayley was on the floor, and they were throwing a tantrum. I don't believe that. Some dirt sheet reported that. I doubt that happened. And if it did, well, where were the photos or the video? I didn't see any photos or video. So that crap was made up. That was fake news. I doubt they had a tantrum about losing tag titles. Because if you're a wrestler, I doubt you get upset about losing. Why would you? It's your job. So number 4, Bayley, because of her heel turn. That's why she's number 4. I think she's done well as a heel, and she definitely needed it. She needed a new character. She needed a fresh start. Number 3. Number 3 is one of the best women's wrestlers. She really, really, really is one of the damn best. Not Alexa Bliss. That's not why I'm taking my sweatshirt off. Number 3 from Impact Wrestling. She was the Knockouts champion. I'm trying to think. I think she's still Knockouts champion in 2019 for a little while. I'm not sure. But doesn't matter if she was Knockouts champion or not. She had a great fucking 2019. A great, great, great 2019. Even if it didn't matter. Even if it was her wrestling women or wrestling guys, she had great matches. Number 3, Tessa Blanchard. She is fucking good. She is good at wrestling. She is legit. She's the real deal. She can fucking go with anybody. Men, women. I don't care if you put her in the ring with an animal, with a bear. She could probably wrestle a bear. And have a good match with a damn bear. So, number 3, Tessa Blanchard. She had a really good match with Sami Callihan at Slammiversary. She will be challenging, making history, a woman challenging for the Impact Wrestling World title at their January pay-per-view. I think it's called Hard to Kill. Just like Impact Wrestling has been Hard to Kill. That's a perfect name for one of their pay-per-views. Tessa Blanchard, again, she's had good matches with Sami Callihan, really good. She also had an epic, legendary women's match in May. 1 hour. Either 1 hour 20 minutes or an hour 30-minute match made history with Mercedes Martinez in the promotion Rise. Rise is a women's promotion. I think they're based in Illinois, I'm not sure. But Tessa, Mercedes Martinez just had an epic match, basically almost an hour and a half. They went at it. The match is available on YouTube. Check it out. Tessa Blanchard, Mercedes Martinez have a over 1 hour matchup, and it's really damn good. Number 3, Tessa Blanchard. She is so good. She could have been number 1. Number 2, Io Shirai. What a fucking year Io Shirai has had. She's turned heel. Thank God. I loved her as babyface, but she's a better heel. I love her heel character. I love how she acts. Love her theme song. Love her entrance. How she just goes wild and like his head bangs and gets in the ring. Love her entrance. Just what a year Io has had. She's not in any title reigns, but she doesn't need a title. She's that good. She's so good, she doesn't need a championship. She had an epic cage match with Shayna Baszler. She did a moonsault off the cage. Unreal. She did another moonsault in War Games off the cage. Insane. Io Shirai's one of the best wrestlers in the world. That's why she's number 2. She's one of my favorite female wrestlers. Number 2, Io Shirai. Number 1, Asuka. I think Asuka was number 1 for my 2018 Women in Wrestling. I love Asuka to death. I don't care if she's close to 40. I think she'll be great. I think she could work in her 50s. She's that good. Just Asuka, she doesn't even have to do much. Whatever she does is great. Whatever she does, she makes it matter. She's one of the best women's wrestlers still in the world. She's still my number 1 favorite out of male, female wrestlers. Asuka's number 1 to me. She's my absolute favorite to watch and cheer for. I love Asuka to death. I'm her number 1 fan. I will always support her. If she leaves WWE, I will support her. If she retires, I'll support that. I don't want to see her retire ever, but someday she will. I love her YouTube channel. Asuka is a YouTube channel. Love Asuka on Twitter. I love everything she does. Number 1, Asuka. She started 2019 pretty damn great. She defended the SmackDown Women's title and tapped out Becky. Then, what did she do at WrestleMania? She's in that Women's Battle Royal. That was a letdown because I believe it was on the kickoff. And Asuka should have won it. Why the fuck did you have Carmella win? Asuka should have won that Battle Royal. But then, finally, they turned her heel. With Kairi Sane, they turned heel. And at Hell in a Cell 2019, Asuka and Kairi Sane became women's tag team champions. I was so happy. I'm still happy about it. I think they should hold on to the tag titles for at least till Elimination Chamber, like 2 more months. At least they should hold on to them. Maybe till WrestleMania. I don't know, but I like Asuka and Kairi as tag team champions, Kabuki Warriors. I love them as heels. I love them together. If they go apart and turn on each other, I'll love that. Whatever Asuka does, I will love. I didn't love it when they had her losing to fucking Carmella. That was a joke, and that was something I just hated. When they had her losing to Carmella. And Ellsworth was like interfering, so Asuka was getting distracted. That was pathetic. How they were booking her against Carmella. Asuka's an international star. In Japan, I'm sure she's huge. But I love her to death. She's my favorite wrestler out of anybody. Number 1 is Asuka. She's had a pretty damn good, really good 2019. Tapped out the man.